Today we came on the Lake Como to answer a question. How does a rubber boat have to be? I know that the gentler sex wants it wide and with large sunbathing areas. This is the opposite. It's produced by Selva and called 600 Endeavour. Although to be accurate, it's 599 centimetres long, the width is 263 centimetres and the weight is 480 kilograms, without load or the engine. If the ladies don't like it, someone else will. For instance, the Northern European enthusiasts and myself. A few years ago, when I started racing, I immediately understood that these were the best seats. I like them because the legs work as shock absorbers, thus reducing the weight on the spine. Then, by bracing the seat with your knees, it's possible to feel each movement of the hull, understand how much it's leaning, or if after a jump it's falling down wrongly, allowing us to correct immediately with the rudder. In short, it's almost a racing boat. The passengers have the same kind of seats and can hold themselves to the railings. The aft couch is low and anatomic. This is a very safe place while sailing. The console is wider than average because this model is designed for sailors who aren't afraid of bad weather, who sail even when the sun's not shining. For people who use it for work, for fishing, for sport, and as well as support boat during maybe sailing competitions. It's a work boat with no space for relaxing. Well, not really. In the fore area there's an inflatable mattress and underneath it a locker. It's also possible to lay down on top of the aft couch. The tubes are of a light grey colour. It's the ideal batch because the dirt doesn't show up much and it doesn't get too hot with sunlight. Some fishing will be appreciated by the design enthusiasts. Look at these carbon-like details. The style of the upholstery matches the finishing of the tubes. Same colour, same material. Compared to other crafts of this size, this one has a lot of seating. 9 persons can be accommodated, and this means that the boat can be used as a tender for rent or for a rather large number of friends. If only there was a cooler for the beers. The Selva 600 Endeavour is equipped with a 115 horsepower Selva outboard engine. If you happen to be sailing on another boat and see an outboard marked XSR, do not try to race it. It's a trademark of Selva, indicating that the engine has been set up in a special way to give all out the output power and torque in a very sudden way, like this. Can you hear it roaring? It's so aggressive. It's such a great feeling to have such a bold engine. It really fits this sporty craft.
Allora, il motore sta girando a 3.200.
Well, the engine is running at 3,200 RPM and the speed is 19 knots.
Questa può essere un'andatura giusto per la crociera con la famiglia.
This cruising speed can be perfect for a family trip, even though I don't think I would bring my family here. Maybe some racing enthusiast friends. Or maybe this could be right for some divers or free divers or friends who just like to fly over the waves.
Lo scafo ha una V molto profonda.
The hull has a deep V shape and it's quite evident. It's enough to turn a bit and list becomes suddenly substantial. And this gives an idea of how much work went into this hull to make it suitable, also on very rough seas. When sailing on a straight course, the tubes don't touch the water's surface, so as to not slow it down. They intervene only when it starts rolling, and the movement is compensated by the tubes.
Anche in sbandata l'effetto è uguale.
When listing, we have the same effect. There, the end of the tube is immersed and contains the angle. It's also a safety feature.
incredibile questa giornata.
This day on Lake Como is incredible. It's the beginning of summer. The sky is so clear, but we can still see snow on the mountains. Those are the Alps, the border between Italy and Switzerland. It's amazing to sail in this area of the lake. The advantage of this kind of rubber boat is that the centre of gravity is very low. You will have noticed the fact there are no superstructures except the console. The lockers are all underneath the deck. In this way, even if loading a lot of equipment, the centre stays low and this increases the stability, thus improving the safety and the sailing conditions. Meanwhile, we're flying at 4,000 RPM and 25 knots. Now I'll try to sail opposite to the direction of the current. Let's change our course and see the effect on the behaviour of this craft.
Un fuoribordo di questo tipo può girare tranquillamente a 4.
An outboard engine like this one can easily run at 4,800 RPM for hours and hours without overheating, keeping the consumption low, and with a speed at this regime of 30 knots, actually a bit higher, 31. This 115 horsepower XSR outboard engine is new in the Selva catalogue. 1,832 cubic centimetres, 4 cylinders in line, 4 valves per cylinder controlled by a double camshaft on the head and with electronic ignition. Not bad, right?
Forse sono un po' suggestionato dal sound di questo motore, ma a me sembra veramente grintoso.
Maybe I'm being biased by the sound of this engine, but to me it feels really aggressive. OK, we're not racing, we're not even at a traffic light in the city, and sudden accelerations are kind of pointless. Or maybe not, they're really fun. Actually, to sail on a craft that has such a sudden response to acceleration is useful on rough seas. You see a wave and reduce the gas. Then, when you're right on top of it, you can push it again, bravely, to reduce the slamming.
Allora, dovrebbe arrivare a 6.000 giri al massimo. Adesso.
Well, the engine should reach 6,000 RPM maximum. Let's check out if they chose the right propeller, which means the right pitch, if they installed the engine properly, and if this hull is really fast. I believe that right now we have a very small portion of the hull in the water, the engine, foot and the propeller only. In short, a very small resistance. We're running at 5,800 RPM. It's the moment to regulate the trim.
Oh, 5.009.
Wow, 5,900 RPM and 39 knots.
40 nodi.
40 knots, 6,000 RPM. Wow.
Mi sono divertito ad andare veloce perché pilotare.
I really enjoy to fly this fast because to pilot this 600 Endeavour is very pleasurable. This doesn't mean that we have to forget about caution in the sea as well as in the lake. Check out all the conditions of your surroundings and the weather bulletins. Be sure to have all the equipment on board and keep an eye on the passengers. They have to be safe. Do not scare them and have fun.